Today we're checking out one of the new Walmart tablets by their own ONN brand. This one's only $179, but I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. It's got 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a MediaTek Helio G99 processor. It's got 128 gigabytes of storage. Also takes a micro SD card to expand the storage, but it's got a 12.1 inch display at 2560 by 1600 resolution, 5 megapixel front facing camera, 8 megapixel on the back, up to 20 watt fast charging. This one also has a quad speaker setup. It comes with Android 14 right out of the box. You've got 4 different colors. The one shown here is red. Okay, the color on this is maybe a little more burgundy or maroon versus red. Looks pretty good though. Of course, you get your quick start guide and user manual. You can see the USB-C charging cable and wall adapter matches the tablet. That's pretty nice. And then your micro SD card removal tool as well. Kind of nice, they tell you where everything is. It looks like this does work with USB-C headphones. I gotta say, build quality on this definitely looks better than you would expect, considering this is a budget tablet from Walmart. Power and volume buttons are on the right hand side, along with your micro SD card slot. Of course, when you set up, you have the option of gesture or a 3-button navigation. Nice wallpaper on here. It matches the color on the back. I gotta say, the screen on here actually looks better than I was expecting. I also feel like the bezels seem a little smaller than I was expecting as well. You can see it's a little larger than the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus, but a little smaller than the Lenovo Tab P12. Looks about as close as you can get to stock Android. You also have the taskbar down here at the bottom. Left of the home screen, you have Google Discover Newsfeed. Looks like most of the pre-installed apps are the ones from Google. I could have swore they put the Walmart app on here in the past. I don't even see that one this time. Looks like they also throw in the other wallpaper colors as well. It's also a wide vinyl 1, which is good for streaming apps like Netflix, and it goes up to 1440p resolution for YouTube videos. To me, this feels like a big upgrade over some of the previous ONN tablets that I've tested in build and picture quality and just the performance in general. Seems pretty responsive, just deleting some apps, moving some other apps to the home screen. It also has smooth display where this goes up to 90 Hz refresh rate instead of 60. Looks like it's on by default. It's also pretty quick just doing split screen on here as well. Notifications over here on the right, shortcuts over to the left. Looks like you've got most of your typical stuff like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, flashlight, auto brightness, battery saver, mic and camera access. You can add quite a few other things here like dark theme, extra dim, calculator, and so on. Power and settings here at the bottom. So far it's using about 17 gigabytes of the 128 gigabytes available. Now, if you just look at the Geekbench scores, they're somewhat similar to the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus, a little less than the new Lenovo Tab P12. Kind of what you would expect for a tablet in this category, but I have to say it definitely feels a little snappier than I expected, and it plays games like PUBG Mobile and Asphalt Legends Unite without any problems. Sure, it's not going to have the best graphics or highest frame rates, but I feel like the performance is pretty good for a tablet in this category, but I feel like it's plenty powerful enough to do most day-to-day things that you would need to on a tablet. I also ran my typical battery drain test, and it's kind of weird. It only lasted about 4 hours at 100% screen brightness, which is below average compared to other tablets I've tested. It is on 90 Hz refresh rate, but to me that seems a little low. I may have to run another test just to make sure that nothing happened, but battery life is definitely less than I was expecting. Something else that kind of surprised me on this is just how loud the speakers are, and it sounds pretty good for a budget tablet. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like compared to the A9 Plus. Wow, that's fast. Now in the camera app, this is probably one of the simplest that I've seen with just picture and video. Typically with tablets like this, I don't really expect much as far as camera and video quality, but I have to say in my studio lighting, the picture quality seems really good and the shutter speed seems really fast as well. It doesn't really seem to give you much as far as settings go for photo or video, but here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. As you can see from these samples, kind of what you would expect. I don't think people are expecting a lot from camera quality on a budget tablet like this. Overall though, I feel like this is a pretty good tablet considering the price. It's got decent performance. The screen on this actually looks better than I expected. So I feel like this would be a good option if you watch a lot of Netflix, YouTube videos, that kind of stuff. And it's a little larger than the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. Again, this is probably one of the best on tablets I've seen from Walmart, except for the battery life, of course. Hopefully it does better once I test it again. To me, the only thing that I would question a little bit is probably the software updates, because that's really where Samsung is beating a lot of the competition, is with software updates, even with their budget tablets. I've also got the 11-inch with the Snapdragon 685 processor that I'll be testing here soon to see how that compares. Now, if you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I've got a lot more stuff that I'm working on, so keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.